Together, hey y'all. So give me a couple minutes. Let me go get my glasses. And I couldn't find a purse. I didn't change 14 outfits. I said, I gotta go get some clothes. I'm bigger than I thought. I bought some 7 9s. Yeah, no. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. That ain't gonna work it out. So y'all come on in, get ready. This lash always gonna do whatever it wanna do. And I'll see y'all in just a minute. You still have on plain clothes. Girl, don't worry about it. I almost didn't do this. I promise you. I almost did. Because I'm still sleepy. I took a 45-minute nap, but I've been restless. Ooh, y'all, guess what? Yeah, we about to play trivia. It is. And it is. And I'm going to have to go make me some coffee. I really just got back up. Y'all want to see my shoes for today? We can ready to get everybody church clothes in here. Y'all want to see my shoes? Y'all done seen them before. These is my favorite shoes out of all my shoes. These is my favorite girls. Y'all see them? These is your TT's favorite girls, honey. These might show up at the Goodwill Gala. These is my all-time favorite shoes, and look, you can tell. But they got that good old cloth on the bottom, so you ain't gonna be slipping nowhere. And do you see it? Ooh, these are my favorite shoes, and they be. You see it? Y'all see it? You shoot! You cannot miss these at nighttime. I promise you can't, and in the daytime either. Listen, these is my princess shoes. I promise you they is. I love. I can wear these every day. I could wear them. I could wear them every day. Oh, you said you need kitten heels, auntie. And now if I'm gonna step, baby, I'm gonna go on and do it. See this? I told you this is why people be like, you're little, cause you meet me and I got these bad babies on. Yeah, I see that heel on there. Oh, even the heel is pretty, honey. These is my favorite shoes. I promise they is. My all-time favorites. Steve Madden. Steve Madden is my favorite shoe designer. Favorite. But these shoes is over. They older than a lot of y'all kids. I got these in 2012. 2012 I got them. But as you can see, they ain't been worn out because God don't let me out the house. So I got a lot of stuff. It just don't get worn. Because my daddy he be doing what he be doing. Locking me up in this damn tower. So is y'all ready? Is everybody dressed? Is y'all coming over so we can see who got dressed up before I open this thing up? If you got dressed up, you could come in the box. I was gonna put earrings on y'all, but I have silver and gold. A few other colors. It's some stuff I need to get. Okay, so I'm about to open this box up so we can see who got church clothes on. Is we ready? This used to be a church dress. You see it got the church lady thing, but CERCA didn't gain so much weight. It's not a church dress anymore. It is not a church dress. I can dang near wear this to the club. God dang it. It's raining. Okay. So y'all request to be in here. Y'all know what to do if you got your church clothes on. Do your thing. And come on. I don't know how to do it. Let's get it popping. We doing some trivia today. Y'all want to do some trivia? We ain't did trivia in a long time. It's okay. I just know people miss getting dressed up going to church. So we said every third Sunday of our third Sunday, not the world's third Sunday, we gonna get dressed up and do church. Yeah, we gonna do trivia too, but I'm just saying, if you want to show us your church clothes, there we go. Come on. Only if you want to show your church clothes. That's it. If you don't want to show your church clothes, you can't come in. Hey, Rika. Let's see you, girl, because you was to die for last time. Come on in. Hold on, y'all. Let me figure this out. And is who else coming in? Is this some other people trying to get in? Who else got dressed up now? Come on in. You hear the heels? Ain't they? Look, they said they hear your heels, girl. Wait a minute. They hear my heels? Uh-huh. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. I'm trying to figure out how to go live. They let me feel my age now. Wait a minute. Hold on now. I think you gotta be over 18 to get in here. I'm excited. I am over 18. Yeah, it's all right. They said click three times. Oh, click 3 times and watch her camera. I get it. Dorothy, I get it. I get it. Let me know. Okay, I'm gonna have to disconnect and come back, y'all. Oh, figure this out. Yeah, all right, it's okay. Can you know how to get us? They said they think your camera is off. We'll figure it out. We're gonna do some trivia, y'all, because we've been working real hard these last couple weeks. You cooking dinner and watching. Okay, listen, y'all know this is for the people that want to. Some of us miss. I don't miss going to church, but I miss dressing up for church. That was the thing growing up, and I don't go. So we said we'll let folks dress up. But I guarantee you this. That's why we do. That's the only reason we doing it. And then when we get on Google Meet, we'll have everybody in there like we in service, and we can dress up and be at home. You missed the concerts at church? Well, go to the concerts. Listen here. I'm not telling y'all not to go. I'm just saying make sure that even when you going, that you getting something out of going. That's all. Don't just go because it's a good feeling and it's comfortable. You need to be doing what you're supposed to be doing over there. Mm-hmm. You got on jeans and a shirt. Well, I got on my favorite shoes, and it makes me feel real, real happy. These is my Dorothy shoes, just so y'all know. They are. Honey, I can't do it. These is Dorothy all the way. Don't you see it? You see it. You see it. You see it? These is Dorothy shoes all the way. All the way. And is. Maybe I'll cook them together and be in Hawaii tomorrow. Or something. I do think that's crazy that I had said something to Classy Lady about going to Hawaii and then it burned up. Y'all remember? We was in the class and I was like, you know what? I'll go to Hawaii. And then right after that, it was on fire. Well, just say you didn't want me to go and put on the lei then, Dad. And then you went 1 week later. Right, come on now. I want to go there. I just want to eat a roasted hog from Hawaii off a leaf. Okay, Auntie. Okay. So if you dressed up, you can get in the box. If you did not, then absolutely, y'all know what this is. We gonna wait and let everybody get in. I need to make me some. Pork is unclean. Yeah, so is every other thing that you eat. I mean, the vegetables that you're eating are sprayed with dead COVID bodies. What more do you want? I think eating a dead body is worse than eating a pig. Because the liquefied COVID bodies that they put on y'all vegetables, I mean. I'll take the pig. And so is dead bodies. Pigs is full of parasites, and so is dead. I think the dead, you can't. It got COVID and it's dead. What else? Have you ever seen a body that's decomposing? I wouldn't want that on my vegetables. And it is. It for sure is. So what's that? Watch the next show two, season two. But God said, blessed and it's gonna be okay. Because you can't tell me that chemicals like y'all fake eggs is you don't even know it's in the chemicals that make the fake eggs and the fake hot dogs and stuff. You don't know what that is. It's vegan, but it could just be a whole bunch of chemicals. It's worse off than I mean I get it. Teach his own. I'll pray over and keep moving. I'm gonna pray over it. He said if I pray over this, could be all right, and that's what I'm gonna do. And keep smashing that again, stacking it down on the sandwich, and then smushing it down and letting the grease work. All right. Well, I guess you have to have a certain amount of people to get in the live. So then we definitely gonna have to get this Google Meet going, so we don't have to worry about it. Let's play some trivia. Y'all want to? Y'all want to play some trivia? Cause it's easy. Let's do it. Oh, dee, dee, dee. Let's do it. I need some coffee too. I do. Because I just got up and I didn't really get a chance to lay there long. We gonna do this. So y'all got a couple minutes. I'm gonna run to the restroom and pee first, make my coffee, then I'll be back. Is that cool? Y'all got that? We gonna play some trivia. Y'all wanna do that? Because that's easy. We've been taking a lot of notes. We've been whatever. Okay. Well, give me a minute. Let me not change back into my regular clothes, right? Yes, because y'all wear regular clothes, so I can change. We can get back into our pajamas then. Is that what we doing? I got all this stuff on for nothing, and I could have just put my pajamas on. Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, good. Let's get it. We'll do this when we get our Google Meet, baby. Cause Hold on, let me get my coffee and water. Do I need water? Yes. Thank you. All right, y'all. And we bet. And this is dragging in it. Is this dragon? Yeah. Is it? Okay. Because it looks like it is on this side. Okay. Well, hey, y'all. Let's get this in. Because, honey, tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow's Monday. Y'all ready? I don't know. I don't know who up. I'm barely up. I realize I'm not as young as I used to be. How about that? Definitely learned that lesson. 2 days in a row? Baby, I'm tired. And we didn't even go nowhere. So let me say this. I did see the venue though for Oklahoma. My cousin is talking to the lady right today for us, and then I'll be able to get with her and see what they doing. But it's got a nice bar, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, for Oklahoma, it's real nice. So she's gonna check and see if they have space available, and it's enough room. Thank you. It's enough room for us for more than, I mean, if 50, 60, 80, I think it holds like 250. I don't think that many people gonna come. So with that, even if it's 80 of us or 60 of us or whatever, it's gonna be a good time. And I guess they already have the stuff there for like the burners and stuff like that if we want to have food or whatever. So I'll be getting with them this week to see what's gonna go on. Well, right now we talking about the meet and greet that we gonna have our Goodwill Gala. Our Goodwill Gala November 18th in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you can make it. And then we get ready to play trivia right now. Good afternoon, y'all. You been missing everything. Well, where you been? Huh? Where have you been? You've been playing hooky? That's what you've been doing? I'm trying to wait till everybody get in. We only 20 minutes on, and I know they be saying folks ain't getting no, we're not studying anything. We're going to play games. I don't know who they know, girl. I ain't seen most of my family in like decades. At least one. If it ain't my meet, like my brothers and my mom and them, I ain't seen most of my family in over a decade. Some of them two, some of them three, and I'm only 43. So yeah, I don't know who they know, and probably don't be trying to know them. I know that's sad, but and don't. I don't want them to know nobody I know either. No. So, and wood, Miss Bunch. Mm-hmm. And wood. You do a lot of things when you're hungry. You do a whole bunch of things when you're hungry. Yeah. Okay, but I need to zip in the back. And just right now. Listen, me too, because I just had to unzip mine by myself. I already know. And zipping that bad boy up, I used to have kids to do it. Come zip your mama up. I just realized how useful children are, and I have none here with me. I don't have any. It sucks. Like, go get me something to drink. No, Circa, you have to get up and go get your own drink. Bring me something out the kitchen. No, you have to get up and go get it yourself. No, they're not going to bring you the remote. No, they're not going to bring you any toilet paper. No, they're not going to make your coffee so that you can get up and take them to school. No, they're not going to do that. There's nobody making it. You have to make it. I need a dress zipper upper. You got one. How old is my nephew now? He's going to be the perfect size because he can see what, and you got one for another however many years until he turned 18. Ooh, why is this turning this way? Listen here. I miss having my kids. And my kids cook too. They cook like me, so I didn't have to make dinner because they'll be like, I'm about to make some lasagna. I'll be like, yeah, make it. I think you should do that. Mom, I'm gonna make some bread. I think you should. I think you should make it, and I'll be the first one to taste it. Hmm. I like when they cook. They cook good stuff. Oh yes. We supposed to be getting some ice and like we got freeze warnings. Y'all got freeze warnings? Until y'all got a freeze warning? Who got the is in the colder regions and y'all got freeze warnings for like the next 24 hours? Yeah. We got freeze warnings all the way until like 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I know I figured Chicago was. That lake effect too. Oof. Hmm. We already got freeze warnings. Like, yeah. Yeah, that chili, boy, indigestion is a real thing. It's been raining. Yep, here too, Tawana. It's been hot in Maryland? Really? Really? It's 88. Yeah, it's like 40. I think we in the 40s. Wow. It's hot in Georgia too. It's gloomy and rainy in New York. New York is cold. New York is cold even in the summer. I've been there in May, and I left Phoenix, and it was like 102 degrees in May or 110, and got to New York, and it was 35 freaking degrees, 40 degrees in May, like freezing. I didn't have nothing but like open toe shoes and summer stuff. I was like, and it rained the whole time I was there. I was so mad. Oh, I was mad. I was mad. I was mad. In May, in May, it was freezing. In May, rainy and just like gloomy as hell. All right. So we at 30 minutes roughly. Y'all ready? Yeah. Yeah, it's cold. We knew this already, but I never looked in this book and read what it damn said. You just hold on. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, get your book one and go to Testament of Job for me real quick. Oh my God. Mm, mm. Y'all, page page 866. Go to page 866 in book one. Candy yams, chicken dressing, cabbage spaghetti, and ground beef. You made all that today? I think I might just have to start taking this Sunday ride out to Chicago and get me some food and tea at your house. It's gonna be like soul food. I just come and be the crazy cousin that's at the table that everybody don't want there. That's gonna eat and leave before the grandma come out. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I am okay with it. You cook it like that. You said right. Amber said she gonna be in the city for Christmas. She need a plate. Listen, hubby's making Chicago style pizza. Well, that sounds good. I'm gonna fry me some chicken today. I want some chicken with some hot sauce. Even though I already got indigestion, I'm gonna make me some macaroni and cheese, and that's it. And I'm gonna fry my chicken real hard and slice it up and put it on the top of my macaroni and cheese. I might make me some broccoli. I don't know. I ain't decided yet. Something simple. Okay, y'all got your book one. Did you go to page 86? Who has this book? If you have this mythology book, I need you to run and get that as well. Oh, now we've seen this before, but I never came back here and read it. And for those of you that don't, I need you to look up the name Almathea. Amalthea. Almathea. Now, if you've read the Testament of Job, who is Almathea? Who is that? Do y'all remember who Almathea is? His daughter. We know Almathea's horn, right? Oh, y'all. Ooh, we knew about Almathea's horn, right? Right, we knew about it. We knew about it. Let's read a little bit in Job here. Oh, y'all. Okay, right here. It says, then the other one also named Almathea's horn bound on her cord, and her mouth spoke ecstatically in the dialect of those on high. So she spoke in the angelic language. Since her heart also was changed, keeping aloof from worldly things, for she spoke in the dialect of the cherubim, glorifying the master of virtues by exhibiting their splendor. And finally, whoever wished to grasp a trace of the paternal splendor will find it written down in the prayers of Almathea's horn. Y'all got that, right? The prayers of Almathea's horn. Now listen here. If we go to our mythology book and you look up Almathea, look what it say. It says, according to one story, she was a goat on whose milk the infant Zeus was fed. According to another, she was a nymph who owned the goats. Who are the Nereids and the nymphs? The nymphs. Who are they? Ain't they Job? The Nereids are Job's nieces. Right? The water nymphs, the water Nereids, they're Job's nieces. His brother Nereus's kids. And right here it says that Almathea, who we know is Job's one of his daughters from his next set of kids. It says she fed Zeus. Listen. It says, according to another, she was a nymph who owned the goat. She was said to have a horn which was always full of whatever food and drink anyone wanted. A cornucopia that we have at Thanksgiving time that's full of all the food that's on everybody's table and on the towels hanging from their stove. My grandma got one that she didn't have my whole life, and it's filled with candy on the table. And whenever we see them, they always filled with all kind of food. So Job, the Testament of Job tells us that Almathea had a horn. Her name literally was Almathea's horn. And then we go to Greek mythology, and it says that she was a water nymph, and we know for a fact that Job's brother Nereus was a god of the water who was half fish and half man. Do we remember that Job did not always know who God was, but he was a king in ancient Mesopotamia? Y'all remember? And then Lucifer went against him heavily after he knocked down the statue. Y'all, Job could have been a part of, he had to have been. I mean, we know that the angels had children with animals, they had children with women. We know this. They had children with fish, they had children with birds. And for Job's daughter to be named Almathea's horn, and then we go to Greek mythology and it says that she was a water nymph. And we know for a fact that Job's nieces, Nereus's daughters, were Nereids, like nymphs or sirens or water people. And most of our grandmothers and great grandmothers and aunties have a cornucopia on their table at the holidays, and we don't even know why we do it. But it came from Job's daughter, a water nymph. It was her thing of abundance. So then we don't know that Job was not from a line of one of these people because Job did not always know God. Remember, he was asking the questions like, he was Jobab at first, remember? And then God shortened his name to Job, like he did with Abram and Abraham. He changed his name, oh boy, into Israel. We need to do some more research on Job and his daughters because it's crazy that we turned and we was gonna look up Arimathea and I saw that Look what it says. It literally says, also known as the cornucopia. But the Latins said that the cornucopia was the horn of Achilles, which Hercules broke off when he conquered that river god. We know that Hercules married Abraham's daughter, right? He also fought with Libya and Antaeus. And now it's saying that so then Hercules was living at the same time as Job and Nereus and this daughter Amaltheus Horn. Y'all look online and tell me what it says about Amaltheus Horn. I think there's a place too, like in Italy or something like that, ain't it? Is there a place like a mountain or some type of river? 318. But you know you're supposed to be looking. I'm not gonna give y'all a page. This is still trivia. You gotta go looking. Miss Design. We still playing trivia now. You got the book, you got to go looking. We're just doing trivia right now. Y'all, there's not always gonna be a topic. For my new people, I just want to tell y'all this ain't like church. Yep. We don't it'll be 100 in one class, I promise. Girl, you thought you was about to cheat. You was not slick. Mm-mm. So what's it say about Amaltheus Horn? Girl, it is the gods and heroes. It means tender goddess. Okay. A cornucopia symbolizes Amalthea. I know you tried. I seen you trying to get me. Come again tomorrow. What we got over here, y'all? She said, what page is it? The one and only. You know you're going to have to go searching. What else they got? Who is her brothers or sisters? Do it tell us her sisters, Amathea? An eternal symbol of abundance. Now, ooh, an eternal symbol of abundance. What did God bless Job with? The daughter of the Cretan king Melisius. So then Job's other name was Melisius. Hello from the Bahamas. Because listen now, if Almathea, if they're saying he's a Cretan, we studied about Crete. We studied about Crete. What lived in Crete? It's a certain type of monster that lived in Crete. The what? A big one. It started with an M. Cyclops. Minotaurs. Thank you, One Love. Minotaurs lived in Crete. Where's Crete? The maze is there too. Is the maze in Crete? Where's Crete? In Greece. Who remembers me telling you that when the Israelites used to be fighting all of these nations, that when it said they ran them north was up into Italy, Greece, Rome, Russia, and there. Oh, there's another one. Okay, there we go, Rika. So there's a Crete in Greece, and there's a Crete in ancient Mesopotamia as well. Huh? Is that what you're saying? Oh, what other cities do they have that mimic ancient I be trying to tell y'all. Because let me ask you, where is the gate of Perseus at? Where is it? The real gate of Perseus. Where is it? Tell me. Uh, Ancient Mesopotamia. What's Thank you, Babylon. Did y'all go look it up? Thank you, Zion. Go look up Perseus Gate in ancient Mesopotamia and tell me what you see. Please. Tell me what you see when you go there. You say, I have failed this class of fine colors. No, you have not failed. This is what we hear, girl. This is trivia. This is why we here. Because we putting pieces together. So now that we know that Job's done, it very well is. Y'all, okay. Remember, the earth used to be one part, and before the flood, it was all in peace. The Ishtar Gate. The Ishtar Gate is the what, Amber? Is the Perseus Gate too? Thank you. How? Really? They're the same. So Ishtar and Perseus was right there. Oh, really? Okay. Now let's go back to Job and his daughter. What did God bless Job with? After the second time around, what did God bless Job with? What was the main thing? You could just call it one word. What was it? Abundance! Abundance, 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 abundance. He already had abundance. Remember we did? No. Who got their notes and can tell me how much Job was worth? Who can go back and find where how much Job was worth? And remember, God doubled it, and we did the math. How much was Job worth? Y'all remember? You should have it in your notes. It was 8 quintillion, 18 quintillion or whatever. No, it was 18 quintillion or 8 quintillion or something like that. Somebody did the math for us. He was a quintillionaire or something like that.
So then it makes sense that his daughter, Almathea's Horn, because he gave, okay, who watched Once Upon a Time? Did anybody watch Once Upon a Time? The show? You remember the three sisters? Do you remember what tied them together? What did all three sisters get? Hey, a bracelet. And it was a what kind of bracelet? It was just a gold, like a gold ribbon. Like a gold, it was gold, but it was like a gold ribbon, right? Like a gold thread almost. That's what they showed us in Once Upon a Time, right? And it was magic. You're right, Tasia. It was. It was a magical bracelet. Okay? It was a magical gold, like string, like, like the gold chains we used to wear back in the day, like that. The little thin ones before everybody got so gaudy. Those, something like that. Okay? Like a cord, right? Okay. Can y'all go back to page 866 in book one real quick? Right here. Actually, 865. 864. 864. 864, where it says the daughter's inheritance. Can someone send me the school supply list, please? You need to order this book. Okay, so you can go online right now and read with us, girl. Type in the Testament of Job on Sacred Text, and it's gonna come up, and you can read it right now. And then in my bio, there's book list up there. Miss Hopkins. Are we ready? You're welcome. Really, Circa? Now, how you do that? Sacred Text. Type in the Testament of Job. Testament, not the book of Job, the Testament of Job, and then put in sacredtext.com, and it's going to come up and you can read with us. Or you can download the Where did y'all say y'all found the No. Where did y'all find the PDF at? PDF.com or something? You can actually download the PDF of book one and book two. I forgot. I think they said PDF.com or PDF.org or something. Where did I find it? You can, yeah, you can download the PDF of both books right now, and it'll look just like this on the inside. PDF.org. Okay. Have I read the Gospel of the Holy 12? Would that be the 12 brothers of Joseph? It's in here. The 12 patriarchs. It's in here. The Apocrypha doesn't have all of these books. Apocrypha just means hidden things. So there's a lot of Apocrypha. The book of Judas is Apocrypha. The book of Jasher is Apocrypha. That just means hidden things or hidden knowledge. All right, let's bust this down, y'all. your Bible had them all. It probably had the 12 that used to be in the 80, but not all of them because the book of Jasher wasn't in the 1611. It's a lot of other books. That's who the Catholic Church deemed apocryphal books, but they was in there way before that. Before they got a hold to being able to say what could stay and what could go. So you had over 300 books in your Bible? Did it have these in them? The Apocalypse of Abraham, Apocalypse of Testament of Adam, it had all of those? Because this is Apocrypha too. The book of Adam and Eve, the life of it had all of them in there. You ain't missed nothing, baby girl. We just about to get this going right now. Okay. All right. So look here. Now that we know that Job's daughter was a Nereid, Almathea's horn, we know that her horn meant abundance, right? Now we're gonna go read about these daughters' inheritance real quick, okay? And we're gonna skip around a little bit. Okay. So it says, and they brought forth the estate for distribution among the 7 males only. For he did not present any of the goods to the females. They were grieved and said to their father, our father, sir, are we not also your children? Why then did you not give us some of your goods? But Job said to the females, do not be troubled, my daughters. I have not forgotten you. I have already designated for you an inheritance better than that of your 7 brothers. Then when he had called his daughter, who was named Hemera, isn't it a medicine named Hemera? Is there a medicine named Hemera? There is a medicine named Hemera, isn't it? Okay. 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 I was thinking that. Here we go. All right. Another one, huh? Okay. Told you to be named after these ancient people. But anyway, moving on. Okay. So he said, then when he had called his daughter, whose name was Hemera, he said to her, take the signet ring, go to the vault, and bring the three golden boxes, so that I may give you your inheritance. So she left and brought them back, and he opened them and brought out 3 multicolored cords, whose appearance was such that no man could describe, since they were not from earth, but from heaven, shimmering with fiery sparks like rays of the sun. He gave each one a cord, saying, place these about your breast, so that it may go well with you all the days of your life. I got a question. What do the stars wear on their wrists? It's something so simple you would never, ever, ever pay attention to it. You said Wonder Woman? She got sparks coming out her wrist? I ain't never really paid attention to her since I was little. The red thread, a red cord, the gold cords in Percy Jackson. Oh, everybody like, wait a minute. Oh my God. What movie? What show? Mm. Mm, 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 mm. So hold on. This is another magic thing that God has sent down to a person that he deemed valuable of his information. Because what other magic thing came from heaven? What other magic jewelry? Y'all, this is why they do the freaking amulets. This is why they do the magic jewelry, because God has magic jewelry. Oh my goodness. I couldn't figure out why they was enchanting the And right under my damn nose. Oh my God. That's why they enchant the jewelry here, because they know that anything that God, I guess, whatever he got up there is already dang near magical. So when they did that, they came down here to undo, like, try to copy him. Because think about it, all witches got some kind of necklace on that holds their magic, a ring, the what's the name? Them normally it's a big crystal on top of their thing, and all of this is where they magic be, right? Now we know that God gave Solomon a ring that could control the demons. That's why he's the original Lord of the Rings. Okay, we read that the clothes that God made out of animal skin had magical powers, and they was on the boat with Noah when the world started over. They had magic. Remember the staff that God had the angels bring to Adam end up being in Moses' hand. I think Aaron had it. A couple other, and then he said he put it up on a mountain and let it sit there for a long time until somebody else was supposed to get it, and then he let the angel go get it or let him find it. Yeah. So this is why the angels wanted the magic bracelets, and this is why they taught amulets and magical jewelry. Is that why they make people kiss the ring? Yes. That's crazy. So now that we know that Job's daughters all had a magical bracelet or necklace or some type of thing that was not from here. And her name was Almathea's horn. And we know that God promised Job abundance. And then his daughter's name is Almathea. And she has the cornucopia that is of abundance. Now get this though. Look here. Go to page 867. Go to page 867. So we read in our mythology book that she was a nereid or a water nymph, right? We read that her horn meant abundance. We know that she was Job's daughter. Okay. Job, God blessed him and his lineage with abundance. And they had these magical bracelets or magical necklaces. So maybe that was a part of their abundance. Think about it. Whoever had the ring, whether it was in good hands or bad hands, could control the demon. This is why people were fighting over the ring. This is why the 7 kings or however many kings was fighting and killing and trying to get to the ring, because they knew they would be able to control all the spirits. So just think, if God gives you abundance and the abundance comes from you having this bracelet on or whatever this piece of jewelry is, as long as you have that. What I tell you about the prophet bones? What I tell y'all about the prophet bones, the reason that the Catholic Church is so blessed is because they have they got Jesus' spear, the spear that pierced him. They got the cup he drank out of. They got his shroud. They got Peter and them bones because they didn't went over there in ancient Mesopotamia digging them up. And they're the richest company on the planet. They own more land. They have more gold, riches, diamonds, hell, all the damn Cardinals drive Mercedes Benzes and the like. And I told y'all, just like with the Ark of the Covenant, even if it fell into the hands of the wrong people, because that artifact was blessed, the enemies of Israel was blessed while they had it. So we don't even know how many different things that God has sent down here from heaven specifically for people to do certain things. We have no idea. But now we understand why the jewelry and in all the movies, it's always some magical piece of jewelry that has a spiritual significance every freaking time. It don't matter if that jewel is in a chest that you gotta dig out, because as long as it's there, it's a magical power that is connected to it. Think about it. And if some of these things were things that God sent down and the devil knew, it worked whether it's in bad hands or, okay, just like your gift. If you sing, you can sing secular music or gospel. It's gonna work both ways. It's not gonna not work because you're doing it over here. It's going to work. You see what I'm saying? So this could have been a thing too of these people fighting against God's people because they wanted the relics that God had sent down for them to be. Because you gotta think it was witches and warlocks. It was all of that was running rampant. They was practicing necromancy, bringing up zombies. I mean, and all of these. And because when you think about it, what's a golem? What's a golem? Civilization on Crete was called Minoans. They traveled from Crete and became the Samoans. You mean like we talked about the totem poles that came from, and then they traveled? And you right. hmm Created from the dead. A golem is created from the dead. And we just read that the person that Saul the king went to go see, she was a necromancer. She could animate the dead bodies and bring the souls up from where they was at. Mind you, Jesus had not came yet to take the keys of death and hell back from where they who had them. Jesus hadn't came yet to take them keys back. So at this time, they was pulling souls up and bringing folks back from the dead, all because Lucifer and them had the keys. And then God controlled who went into Hades and who didn't. Come on. And in incantations, you use a sequence of Hebrew letters. It's an incantation where you can make a mud golem. They got different kinds, but another golem is bringing a dead person back to life because they're like a zombie. So you use Hebrew letters that's named after the Nephilim to make monsters, to animate inanimate objects. Like an animation spell that we read about that they be teaching your kids about in this book. Mm. You went through them. Come on, they was magical and was because they glow. They put them down in their breastplate, and if the answer was no or yes, they'll bring them up, and God gave them those rocks, and they have Hebrew letters inscribed on them. Do they or do they not? They are black and white stones, and the priest, they would ask a question, and they would put them in their breastplate and bring them out, and they will glow. Yes or no? I told y'all magic became witchcraft when humans started using it because God knew the angels could not teach nothing they did. If magic was not in heaven, they wouldn't have been able to teach it to the women. And if you go and you read in Enoch, right here, chapter 10, right here. Y'all know, y'all got it over here already. But see right here, look, this is Michael and them going to talk to God in Enoch. He said, and they said to the Lord of potentiates, for he is the Lord of lords and the God of gods and the King of kings and the seat of glory, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. You see what Azazel has done? He has taught all forms of oppression upon the earth. And they revealed what? The eternal secrets which are performed where? In heaven, and which man learned. And the women gave birth to the giants and the like. The secrets of heaven was magic. But why the angels taught humans magic was because they wanted to be able to change God's plan and make themselves God. That's when it became witchcraft. Magic is there, and the angels are created beings. They can only do what they know. And the first thing that they taught their wives was magic medicine, incantations, the cutting of roots, and spells. That's why the Bible, it didn't say kill every warlock. It said kill every witch. Because the mothers of the giants and the mothers of some of these, think about it. Are not all of the beings that they told us from the old mythology magical? They all had magical powers. Even the cyclopses, the centaurs, the minotaurs, all of them. All of the mermaids had magic powers. That's because they mamas was witches. And they always had magical things. A necklace, hold on to this rose. Okay, so then their daddy was probably an angel of agriculture or one of the flowers, because we done read it's the angels over the flowers, angels over the animals, the angels over the fish, the angels over the sun, the angel over the stars, an angel over this, an angel over the dew, an angel over the snow, an angel. So then that makes sense with Frozen why she had that ability. Her daddy was the angel of the snow storehouses. Do you see what I'm saying? So it makes sense that they was able to manipulate these things. And then if the angels taught them magic, this is why they always send somebody on some kind of type of magical quest. All of these beings had magic. And it was because once they went into the women and created giants, then they started mating with the animals. Well, all of these people is learning magic. All of these beings, and they are feeding on it because it allows them to fight against who? The frost giants, all of them, Loki, all of them. Oh, excuse me. Crazy. If you okay, so holistic medicine, the Bible talks about doing stuff in the way of the apothecary, but not going to the apothecary to have them make your things. Like when God told him to make the blessed oil, he said do it in the way of the apothecary, but don't go to the apothecary and let them make it for you, because at that time all the apothecaries was witches and warlocks. That's We see it. They have all the pill bottles and the animals in the jars and all of that in the cartoons. Okay. So he said, make the oils in the way of the apothecary, but don't go to the apothecary and let them make them for you. And think about it. What's the first thing that the angels, after incantations and medicine, what did they taught them about plants and roots? What do you make medicine out of? What do you make these oils and tinctures out of? Roots and plants. What do they make poison out of? Roots and plants. Roots and plants. All right, so I'm going to run to the restroom. And then while I'm gone, tell me who, I think it's Amani. It's Amymone. Amymone. And then tell me where they lived. Hold on, I'll be right back, y'all. This sucker needed size 11, 13 though. That's not good. I gotta go up to a size 11, 13. That's crazy. And I was a size 0 to 2 when we started this. For real. I'm sad. Went up 10 damn sizes in a year. The heck? I get it. But still, don't let my clothes fit. I gotta go get clothes. The naiads, nymphs of the spring of Amani. And learn it. Wait a minute, you done found all the good information. Hold up. In Argolis, southern Greece. Oh, so she was in southern Greece. And she was a offspring of Poseidon. Huh. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So when we read in Enoch, and it says that the angels went into the fish, she was usually, but not always, identical to a Danat, Amani, loved by Poseidon. Okay. So she was the offspring of Poseidon. Okay. So look at this real quick. Give me a second. If you go to page 867 in book 1, it says he rescues her from a satyr. So this means that satyrs were living at the time when Job was living. And unicorns too. That's why he talked about them. 867. Because if Nereus is Job's brother, tell me what Nereus looks like. Uh, you can download these books right now. You can download the PDF and read with us right now. Half fish and half man. So Job's brother was half fish and half man. Is this why God changed his name? I wonder if we can type in Jobab, half fish, half man, and see what we find. Or what was that guy's name? Melicius or whatever? Look and see if he's a half fish person. What was Almathea's dad's name in Crete? Melicius. What was Job's other name? Go look up and see if Melicius was, because it says that Almathea was either half goat or half fish. And now it's saying that Nereus can show up as a goat or a fish person. Aquaman. It says Job was half goat. But when you look up the name Jobab, no, I'm saying look online and see if you type in Jobab, half man, and then see what comes up. What, Jobab? Jobab. Capricorn is half goat, half fish. So what was Job, y'all? No, what can't be true, Marcus? I, Nereus, the brother of Job, and while the holy angel was also present, I sat near Job on the couch, and I heard the magnificent things while each one made explanation to the other, and I wrote out a complete book of the most contents of the hymns that issued from the three daughters of my brother. And if you Google Nereus, he's considered a very wise man. Well, if he got information from an angel and was sitting there with Job, that makes sense. I believe he was a descendant of Esau. Y'all just read that? I, Nereus, brother of Job, sat there with his nieces, and Nereus's daughters are the Nereids. Who were the Nereids? Tell me who the Nereids were. You can hear the music of Job's daughters online. They were mermaids. So Job's brother was half man, half fish, or half man, half goat, which would be a satyr. He was the sea god. It says he was the god of wisdom, right? Don't it say he was the god of wisdom? And he was a shapeshifter. It said he would come on, because in order for him to be where Job is at, he had to be able to come on land. You said, I want to watch Percy Jackson now. Good. So then we got to figure out what was going on with. Okay. Now y'all see why they took this out the Bible. Can you Google online Nereus and Job and see what comes up? Just type in Nereus and Job on Google together and see what comes up real quick, please. See if it tell you on there that they brothers. Or just Google Job's nieces. Yeah. Yep, Sheena. The same one. Look at that. This is a testament of Job you never read before. And there go his brother right there. See? After the three had stopped singing, you see this? While the Lord was present, as was I, Nereus, the brother of Job, while the holy angel was also present. I sat near Job on the couch. He's also one of the three kings that came to visit Job when he was sitting on the donkey. You said I'm pacing in circles. I got y'all. Don't worry about it. Hold on. I have read this, I don't know how many times, and I don't know how I missed it. Who's ready to have their damn socks blown all the. His daughters were sirens and mermaids? Oh my goodness. Jesus. See, this is why you gotta go back and read. Oh my goodness. Y'all. Oh my god. I'm gonna show y'all first. Just look right here. You see what this say right here? Look right there. You see what that say? But when they came to Osiris, asking in the city, where is Jobab, the king of what? All Egypt. They said to them about me, he sits on a dung heap outside the city. I told y'all Job was a king. I don't know how I missed that he was the damn king of Egypt. And we know that they had animal head and fish children and snake children. It's right there in your book. Go look for yourself. Right there on page 852. Job recognized and the kings astonished. Job and the three kings. And one of them was his brother who was Nereus. This is why they took it out the Bible, y'all. Because Job was a king in ancient Mesopotamia. I told y'all that. I don't know how I read this 1,000 times and didn't see that he was the damn king in Egypt. Well, Poseidon used to get legs and come out of the water all the time. We've seen that. They're shapeshifters. No, I just highlighted it right now. But I have it highlighted in my other book. I've read this Testament of Job. I read it 1,000 times. I don't know how I didn't see that. Nereus was a shapeshifter. He could do just like Poseidon and come on land and be in water. Okay. So then can we find out what time Job lived? When did Job live? What does it say about when he lived? That's crazy. He lived in ancient Mesopotamia when the monsters and witches and all of that would have been there. I don't know if Job was a shapeshifter too or not. We're trying to figure it out. It would be in the Big Timeline book. So if you have it, can you please go check? He was there with Abraham refusing to work. 6 BCE. When did Jared live? You said they took the stuff out but kept making movies about it and did. Is there an Egyptian movie where they're bringing down a big old statue of something? And then there's a war after that? Because that's what happened. Remember, Job was the king. Now we know the province he was the king of. He was the king. What about the book of Job being older than the first 5 books? In 300, did they knock down They knocked down a big statue and then there was a war after that? This is Sparta. When they was saying that, so then Job was there for the Trojan War. When the oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Job's losses. It talks about the kings that came. We know that Satan disguised himself. Hold on, stay right there, Xerxes. Listen, Satan disguised himself as the king of Persia. Who was Xerxes? I'm about to pass the hell out. Who was Xerxes and who was he the king of? Where was he the king of? Was Xerxes going against the Egyptians too in the movie? Oh my God. And they called Xerxes a god. Probably because his oh my God. I told y'all they would not be able to sell us these movies if they put this stuff in here because it be the Bible. Job. Oh my goodness. Intermission. Oh, you already know I'm about to go. I'll be right back. Because I'm tripping. Look at it. When his children died, then the devil, when he had come to know my heart, laid a plot against me, disguising himself as the king of the Persians. He stood in my city, gathering together all the rogues, and with boasts he. Right here, y'all. Right here. Satan disguised himself as the king of the Persians. And we know the Persians did magic. Xerxes the first, God, king of Persia. Oh. What do you even say to that? Oh my goodness. 300. I'm going to have to go back and watch 300 now. I'm going to have to go back and watch 300 now. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. Go in King James Version and tell me if it say Job was a king. Now we know what. Ooh. Job of Idumea, an Arabian sage. Okay. Found it, Argos. Oh, man. Thebes is right here. Troy. Oh, my God. Y'all said it. He was alive right before Troy was founded. Oh, my God. And Atlas, too. And Atlas is who? Enoch. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What? And why is Krishna? Oh my! Atlas and Krishna is alive. Oh my God! What is going on? Okay. Y'all see the Egyptian god right there. What is he? Y'all see it say Atlas, the astronomer, and Krishna about this time in India. Y'all see that? Apis is a cow god. Like the cow people? Are y'all seeing this with your own eyes? And look, 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 look. Look who was around at this time. Look. Y'all see that? Y'all see it? The Shepherd Kings, time uncertain, lies. Y'all know exactly. Lot and his two daughters. We know giants came out of them. Amazon has them. You said they even reveal it in anime Record of Ragnarok. Come on, y'all. Oh my goodness. Moses dies on Mount Nebo. Okay. Y'all. And like I said, Moses was alive when they was look. Agnor. Who is Agnor? Who the frick is Agnor? They be trying to mix us up because Agnor, what's his other name? What's his other name? Y'all know it. He's a master builder. All the Masons know who he is. Hiram Abiff. Hiram Abiff. Agnor, an Egyptian prince, as one of the sons of King Egyptus. Egyptus. Oh, okay. And Agnor was in Hiram Abiff was one of the people that helped build the temple. He was the king of Tyre because he was. What I tell y'all about the kings of Phoenicia? They was the angels who? Children and what? Grandchildren. This is why I told y'all why kings in the Bible is so important because you be reading about the demigods. That's why they were revered as gods because these are, I told y'all, kings, and the king of Tyre is mentioned all through the Bible. You know where else he's mentioned that? In our little red book here. You know who else is mentioned in our little incredible creatures and creations of the Holy Bible? Zeus and Hermes. It's scripture. Acts 14. Barnabas they called Zeus and Paul they called Hermes because he was the chief speaker. Now why would they do that? Why in the world would Zeus and Hermes be mentioned in your King James Version? Tell me. And if you don't believe me, that's Acts 14 for you 66ers. Give me your arm so I can pinch it. Give me your arm so I can pinch the fat meat under there. Give it here. Who got this book? So we just read that the king of Persia, that Lucifer himself got into the king of Persia, right? The king of Tyre, right? Ain't that what we read pretty much? Right? It talks about the bejeweled angel. You were in the Eden, the garden of God. We know this was Lucifer. But look what it says down here. In Ezekiel 28, Ezekiel delivers a lament regarding the king of Tyre. Many Bible teachers believe this passage is a metaphor for the fall of Lucifer, an angel who was so prideful he rebelled against God and took a third of heaven's angels with him. O-M freaking G. Clear. Because this just basically proves what we read in the Testament of Job, that Lucifer, who was in the Garden of Eden, was in the king of Tyre, who went against Job. And I told y'all, Bel and the dragon, they try to say it was a statue. It was a real dragon. Because it was monsters still living in the land. The flood had not happened. The flood had to happen because of the monsters and the dragons and the giants and the witches and the warlocks and the cyclopses and the centaurs and the minotaurs. And I told y'all the wars that Israel was fighting, the reason they was scared was because they was not only fighting regular men, they was fighting giants and monsters. This is why if you go back and you look at the Persian and the Egyptians hieroglyphs, it shows bull-headed people, snake people, lion people, humans with lion bodies, and the like. These were not masks. They were real beings. And this is why people still have subcutaneous horns. This is why people are born with cyanomelia. This is why people have Sequel syndrome, which is bird syndrome, hypertrichosis, which is werewolf syndrome because they made it with the dogs. People are still born with vestigial tails. And even more things that we just... There's some people that are born with a type of, what is it, cephalitis that look like frogs. They look like amphibious people. There are babies that look like amphibians when they are born. It says they went into a reptile. Ain't a frog kind of like a reptile, where there's a reptilian type animal? So is this where this encephaly comes from? And did y'all see it said he took a third of all heaven's angels? See, people always try to correct me and say, it was, yes, it was. He took a third of every type of angel there was with him. A third of all the angels. That means, like I told y'all, that means the seraphim, the ophanim, all of them. Okay. I work with Wiccan. Yes, we see types of strange babies. And now you're thinking about every baby that came in your Wick office. Like, oh my God. So now we need to find out what Job's name was, if he was considered a pharaoh, and which pharaoh he was. Because if Xerxes the first went against him, we need to figure out which pharaoh Xerxes went against, and we know that that is Job. So whichever, oh my God, whichever Egyptian pharaoh Xerxes went against, that is Job's Egyptian name. And you can't tell me he didn't have one because Joseph had an Egyptian name. Several people had Egyptian names, and they became rulers too. So can y'all please tell me which Egyptian king Xerxes had a war with? And we will know that that pharaoh is Job. I don't know. I need y'all to find out. You said my brain trying to shut down too much. You can't kill the god. You can kill those gods with the little g because they had human mothers. Darius was the king of Egypt at that time. You only had two dogs in your life, and their names was Xerxes and Isis. Really, Sarah? The battle was against King Leonidas. So Job's name in it was either Leonidas or Cambius or Cambyses, and it's literally 300. It's literally 300. So when we was watching 300, we was watching the story of Job fighting against Xerxes. And did they knock down the statue? Was there a statue knocked down? Because remember, that's why Satan went against Job. That's why Satan went against Job, because he knocked that big old statue down. Remember, he took 50 of his people and they went and knocked it down. Yes, they pulled down the statue in 300. Well, you know, they change stuff for the movies, but we already know that. Think about it. All the cities that are in Greece had a name in Egypt first. And a lot of this stuff happened in Egypt, not in Greece. But they try to make it like it happened in Greece because the cities are named after that. And the statue could talk. Did the statue talk in the movie? The statue had magical powers in the movie? Honey, part of it was in America because the flood had not happened yet. It was. It was part of Ireland. It was part of Japan. It was part of England. It was part of all of it because the world had not been broken. The seven gates had we were not. It was not seven continents at that time. That didn't happen to the flood. Pangea was real. Mm. Well, Lucifer one. There go y'all first. He was the Antichrist. I told y'all there's been several Antichrists. And Xerxes could have definitely been one. The king of Persia was one. I think they said that. Nero was one, and it's been a couple other ones too. In 343 BC, the Persians once again marched against Egypt. Okay. Mm-mm. See how they be playing? Okay, so who pays attention now for real, for real? Did they just be changing the names? And remember, I said if I went to Japan, my name would not be CERCA. They would have another name. If I went to India, my name wouldn't be CERCA. They would have another name. If I went over here, my name, but I would still be CERCA. In Spanish, it's not going to be the same. In Africa, it's not going to be the same. But I'm still going to be me. But they might not have that name in their language, so they're going to give me a name just like when the Jews went down into Egypt or they went down into Persia. They got a Persian name. They got an Egyptian name. They had to get rid of their Jewish name, their Hebrew name. What was Moses' other name? What was Moses' other name? I believe it started with an I, didn't it? No. It started with an I, didn't it? Wasn't Moses' other name Emotep? He was an Emotep too, wasn't he? He was Moses' name in Egypt was Emotep as well. Yeah, he had another name. He's Moses or Moshe, but he was also Emotep. Yeah. So this makes perfect sense that Enoch, he was Tootin Moses or Tootin Moshe. I thought his other name was Emotep. They called him Emotep too, I thought. Am I wrong? He had an Emotep name too, I thought. Moshe is Hebrew. Akhenaten. He was Akhenaten or Emotep. I know he was one of them, and it wasn't no Moses. They don't have him listed as Moses in Egypt. They have him listed as Musa in Arabic. Arabic, I get that. He had an Egyptian name. He was Akhenaten. Okay, it was one of them. I don't know if it was Emotep or Akhenaten, but I know he had his name in the Hebrew stuff is not. I mean, in the Egyptian, it's not Moses. I thought it was Emotep. Anyway, he had an Egyptian name, and we know it wasn't Moses. That was his Hebrew name. It was definitely Emotep. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I thought it was Emotep. I believe when I studied it, it was Emotep. It might have been Akhenaten. I don't know, but I know I saw Emotep. Mobius, Monius. I mean, anyway, I don't know. Okay, so Mobius was his Egyptian name. Everywhere you look, it was a different name. Okay, but we just gonna leave it. We know it wasn't Moses. You read that Moses was Emotep too? That's what I'm saying. Okay. Well, we going to leave it. We know it wasn't Moses. So now that we know that Job is the king from, ain't that crazy? So they took this part of Job out so we would know that Job was a king in Egypt and he was the one that old boy Xerxes the first was fighting against. Okay. Amenhotep. Okay, we don't know, y'all. We just gonna leave it. Okay, we just gonna leave it. I just know he did. It wasn't Moses, so it was one of them ruler names. Akhenaten, Imhotep, whatever. We just gonna leave it. Oh, Amenhotep, Imhotep. So it's the how they play on the. Okay, well we just gonna leave it. Where did I read that Satan disguised himself as the king of Persia? In the book of Job, right here. See? Laid plot against me, disguising himself as the king of the Persians. He stood in my city, gathering together all the rogues. Mm-hmm. Yeah, isn't that crazy? So now that we know that Job's brother was Nereus, and we know that Nereus was a sea king, a sea god, he was also a king. He was a shapeshifter, and his daughters were the Nereids. The Nereids were Job's nieces. Hmm. And if you go look up Nereus, he was half fish, half man, which is what God said that was going on. They started miscegenation, mixing. And then that's where Dagon Alley come from. I told y'all with Harry Potter, Dagon Alley is Dagon, the god, the fish god from the Bible. See it? After the Philistines had captured the Ark of God, they carried the Ark into Dagon's temple and set it beside Dagon. Who was Dagon? The mer people. Stories of mermaids and mermen have been told by sailors for thousands of years, and you can find something very similar in the Bible. The Philistines were a seafaring people who relied on the Mediterranean Sea for their way of life. Dagon was a Philistine god associated with their fishing and agriculture. In ancient carvings, Dagon is often shown with the upper body of a man and the tail of a fish. This could be Job's brother. Very well could be. Because the Persian name for him is not going to be the Hebrew name for him and the Asian name for him. Because we know when we look, we see Zeus and and Jupiter, same person. Poseidon and Neptune, same person. Hades and Pluto, same person. Hera, Aries, and Mars. Athena is Minerva. Aphrodite is Venus. Hermes is Mercury. And Artemis is Diana. And Vulcan. Hephaestus is Vulcan, right? I need y'all to screenshot this because we about to get that big green book out. I'm about to show y'all something. Screenshot this. The 12 divine families. Screenshot this because I need you to just come back and look at it in just 2 minutes. Please. Remember this name right here. Vulcan. And remember this name. Neptune. Okay. Remember them names right here. And we just seen that Hermes was mentioned in the Bible. Y'all got that? Y'all got it? We cannot get out of this first page, really, of this big green book. So then when we read right here, when it says, instead of the Chaldeans, the Greek names of the kings of where? Babylon and Assyria are herein given as they are most commonly found and used. And we know that when we see anything about the Chaldeans, we're reading about Babylon. And what's the name right there? Juno, Jupiter, and Neptune, and Vulcan. So if you got your big green book, there they go. We look at this almost every other day. And who was there? Nimrod. Nimrod was the start of that. We know this. Him and his mama, they started the worship of Baal because he married his mama and had kids with his mama. Nimrod did. He started ancient Mesopotamia, Nineveh, Nimrud, all them other cities. How that make y'all feel? How do that make y'all feel? That should make you feel real happy if you got the big green book. Empress, I don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. Because now and that book was not written by black folks. That book was written by white people. Old white people. That book was. It was not written by no niggas. So if you see that and it says, oh, when you see these names, it's really the names of the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. That makes sense because prior to the flood, everybody was over there. 1. 2, the angels went down into the women in Genesis 6 and made the mighty men of renown, the mighty men of old, and the gods and the Nephilim, who ended up becoming the kings of Persia, Egypt, all of that. And now that you know, these are the divine families because they daddies was angels. So you see, Zeus and Jupiter is the same person. Poseidon and Neptune is the same. Hades is also called Pluto. And we just read Hephaestus is Vulcan. And when we read this, it says Greek. But when we go to that timeline history, it says whenever you see these names, it's really names of the Assyrian and Babylonian kings of ancient Mesopotamia, which would have been the people that are the kings in your Bible. That's why I keep telling y'all the book of Kings is so important. I've been trying to tell y'all, please study Kings. Please study the Kings. Please study Kings. Please look up the names of the kings in the book of Kings. Is this astrology? No. But these people's parents came from the stars. Yeah, their parents came from the stars. Their fathers came from the stars. That's what Gaia. If you look it up, they gonna say. If you look up certain people, they say she's from Earth and heaven. Like Gaia is Earth, from father from the stars, and mother from Gaia or Earth. Start looking it up, and they gonna show you the daddy was from Earth. I mean, from the heavens, and the mother was from Gaia or whatever Earth. Yeah. What's the name of what book? You guys got to start using your manners. Can you please tell me the name of this book? Is Nereus Poseidon? I don't know, but it sure do seem like it, don't it? Because what was Poseidon's daughters? What was they called? Were they the Nereids? Was Poseidon's daughters the Nereids? Who were they? Funny because Egyptian hieroglyphs show people as half animals. I just told y'all they gods. I mean, yeah, you're right. Some of these books are in my bio, y'all, my Amazon bio on TikTok. You're welcome. Some of these books, like some of the main books we use, they in my bio on TikTok. You have to look in there in the Amazon store, Amazon storefront, and just look for books, and some of this stuff is in there. Yeah. Yes. Yes, they are. The yellow book that we're reading out of is there. These two books are there. There's a couple other books too. I just want to know who blown away right now. Everybody about to try to figure out if Poseidon is Nereus. Oh yes. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. So now y'all see why I say you got 50 million years of studying just your Old Testament supergrapha. Y'all done had this book for down there 10 years, going on 10 years, and I done read it, and every time I go back and read it, I see something, and y'all know how my other one look. They don't even got no cases on them. The binding is messed up. Son of Poseidon and Anami is Nereus. What the hell? We just read her name. Uh. Do it say Job name, mama name? Somebody look in. Oh Jesus! Somebody look in KJV and tell me if it say what Job mama name is. Oh my goodness. Well, we know back then men had a whole bunch of wives too. Please say we're y'all just what? We not reading out the Bible, baby. We reading out of the lost books of the Bible. We all the information is here in this. I didn't descend from no guy. I don't want to be part of that family because it says Poseidon is the son-in-law of Nereus. Job's mother is Basora. So Poseidon is Nereus's son-in-law. So Poseidon is Job's nephew-in-law. Well, this all makes sense, doesn't it? Because in the history of the Jews, this is the history of the Jews. This is the antiquity of the Jews. Josephus, the reason you have your KJV is because when you see JOS in your Bible, it's standing for Josephus. If you have a reference Bible and you go and it has the little references in there, a study Bible, and it say JOS, that's for Josephus, is where they got that scripture or where they got that from, right? Right? This is the history of the Jews, Josephus. Just so you know, right here, look. The antiquities of the Jews. You see it. Concerning the sons of Isaac, Esau, Jacob, and their nativity, and so forth and so on, right? But look here, on this lovely rip page, see right there what it say? See, it says Cleodemus the prophet, who was called Malchus, who wrote the history of the Jews in agreement with the history of Moses. Their legislator relates that there were many sons born to Abraham and Keturah, or Hagar. Nay, he names them Aphor, Surim, and Japhran. From Surim, the land of Assyria was denominated, and from the other two, Aphor and Japhran, the country of Africa took its name because these men were auxiliaries to who? Hercules, when he fought against Libya and Antiochus, and that Hercules married Aphora's daughter. Aphora is Abraham's granddaughter. Son. So Hercules married Abraham's granddaughter. This is the history of the Jews. And if you don't believe me, if you flip back here, guess what it's called? The Wars of the Jews. Who they was fighting against. So Hercules married Abraham's granddaughter. Nereus is Job's brother, who was the father of the Nereids. And we know that Neptune, Vulcan, and all the rest were Assyrian and Babylonian kings from Greek mythology. Who's over there about to go back and watch 300? What other movies y'all about to go watch? Y'all about to try to figure it out? I know y'all. I can feel. Nearest his mother's name is Doris. Isn't there a Doris that's listed in the Bible? Is there a Doris that's listed in the Bible? You said definitely Percy Jackson. Is there? No, I'm saying, is there one listed in the Bible? It's all kind of clues on Prime. Doricus is a female name in the Bible. Wife of King Harold in the Bible. First wife of Herod. Doris, 1st century BCE, the first wife of Herod the Great. Oh, and he was in Galilee. Wait a minute. So then who does that, well, then who would Herod be then? Says he's the grandson of Esau. And Job is right. Job. Oh, God. Herod was king of the Egyptians, right? Herod was king of the Egyptians. And Job was an Egyptian king. Oh my God. A lot of those names were in Xena the Warrior Princess. I love y'all. See what we do over here? Herod stripped her of all her finery when he had bestowed upon her all the second time. He dismissed her from the court in the wars. That's in the wars. I probably need to go be reading about it. I need a break. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get my meds here. Just hold on a second. Wait a damn minute. Hold on. That's y'all. We got more research to do. Mm-mm. Now, you know what I just thought about when I was in the bathroom? Enoch lived 365 years, right? Enoch lived 365 years. And remember, they said that he went somewhere and everybody was looking for him. Because remember, the giants flew. The son of Baraquiel, the angel, flew. Ray, why do you keep listing all the books? Thank you. The giants had to take a cosmic journey to get to him. But what's Enoch's other name? Atlas. And Atlas is listed in here, and Enoch is listed in here. Metatron is one of his other names, but I was looking for Atlas. Atlas is listed in our big green book in another place. I gotta figure this out. Okay, where's Jared? Give me a second, y'all. Okay, here it is. Jared lived 735 years. Okay, wait a minute. Methuselah. Okay, listen. Wait a minute. Okay. So Methuselah talked with Adam. Oh, y'all, listen. We gotta read. Oh my God. Okay. So look here. It says the Arabians have a tradition respecting Cain that he held the universal empire and was celebrated for his wisdom and miraculous powers. Who did the angels go into? The daughters of who? Canaan. The angels went into the daughters of Canaan in the days of Jared. And it says in our big green book right here, the Arabians have a tradition respecting Canaan that he held the universal empire and was celebrated for his wisdom and miraculous powers. Magic? Magic. Right above the little yellow. See? See it right there? Right there? See it? For his wisdom and miraculous powers. Is that V is what? 4 or 5? Go to Genesis what? 5 and 13? Is V 5 or 4? What is V? 4? 5? Okay, so go to Genesis 5 and 13, y'all. Oh my goodness. According to the ancient Arabian tradition, Jared was the first of the line of Seth who broke through the command of Enos, which prohibited intermarriages with the Canaanites, which tended greatly to the obliteration of every. Oh my goodness, it's right here. According to the ancient Arabian tradition, Jared was the first of the line of Seth who broke through the command of Enos. That's why I say in the days of Jared, Jared was the nigga that did it. He went into the Canaanite women. Oh my goodness. Intermarriages with the Canaanites, which tended greatly to the obliteration of every moral and religious principle. Why? Because the fallen angels started teaching the women magic and witchcraft. Jared the damn jeweler. And what is the first thing that they taught them about the freaking magic stones and clear? Clear. Just like we found out y'all Mercedes-Benz symbol is in the magic book over here. It can only be Jared. And they always make it like it's magical and the person's gonna fall in love with you if you put it on them. They've been playing this the whole damn time. And they always have a mystic, the chocolate diamond. We don't know what the chocolate diamond signifies. Lord, and Noah was his daddy. And we all. Which one? Alice is in here. He in here, mommy. That's why I said, but he in here listed a long time after that. He listed it, well, in Babylonia and Assyria, right here around Sparthaeus. Y'all, hold it. Y'all know they be playing word games with these spellings. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Okay, so look at his name right here. Achilles or Achilles, right? See this? And Hercules. We know that Hercules married Abraham's granddaughter. It was a river god involved. See this name? Hold on. Y'all look at this name right here. Oh. Do y'all think this is the same person? Y'all know they be changing the spellings. Y'all see it? I'm going to tell you why. Look, who already was here? That's all the way back here. This is back here. Look who is already here. Why would this be in a biblical time chart if it wasn't real? These is bloodlines. Do you see that? Persia or Elam. Do you see this? It's telling you who the father of these people are. Y'all don't believe me? This is on the same page as the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. Look. It's right. Oh, Jesus. Look. It's on. See that green line? Uranus right under there. Look it. Vulcan, Neptune. It's on the same line. Are y'all seeing this? Now, if I push this out, because this book is bigger than me. Oh, God. Don't read my book, please. Oh, wait a minute. Ah! Y'all see now it's on the same line? Y'all see it? They all on the same line. The Vulcan, Neptune, Jupiter, the mermaids, and the centaurs is all right there on the same thing, the same blood. Who did the angels go into in Enoch? Who did the angels go into in Enoch? And then who did they become? Because they wanted to be the what? The gods. Who were the Egyptian, Persian, and Mesopotamian kings? They were the Assyrians, and they started out as Assyrians and Babylonians. We know Nimrod was a Nephilim because he fought against Og, who was another Nephilim. Or Rephaim. Listen to this. Nimrod was a Nephilim. He fought against Og, king of Bashan, who was another king in ancient Mesopotamia. They were the mighty warriors. Genesis says that when the angels came down and slept with the women, that they made Nephilim the mighty men of renown, the warriors, the mighty men of old. And on this line of the Assyrian and Babylonian kings, and God told them, don't go into the Canaanite women. The reason he told them don't go into the Canaanite women is because that's who the angels went into. The angels went into the Canaanite women and made the races of the giants. Not only that, they made the centaurs, the minotaurs, the bull people, the fish people, and the like. This is why God did not want them mixing with them. Because the angels had already did it. And we already know they didn't just create half angel, half human children. They created half fish, half human children who could shapeshift. We saw that from Percy Jackson. That nigga had a whole 4 legs. But what we got to see when they wasn't in the spiritual realm was 2, and he was disabled. The boy with the goat legs in our world was disabled. But as soon as they got past that veil, that magic thing, they were the real them. And what do they say about disabled people? They have superpowers, super abilities. Superhuman strength. They know stuff they shouldn't know. They have photographic memories and everything. You mean like superpowers? And they call it a genetic disorder that caused them to be disabled. What did I tell you? Where did I tell you how the genetic disorders come from? We studied where the genetic disorders come from. You said your daughter, she can hear around the block. No, genetic disorders came from when the angels went into the women, and then they went into the animals, and then regular humans started to multiply with them as well. This is where bestiality came from. This is why we have cyrinomylia, which is a human genetic disorder that makes the legs fuse together and the feet go out like fins. The gene splicing that happened in Jasher. If we go, what is it, Jasher chapter 6, y'all? And then I'm about to go. I think, is it Jasher 6 or Jasher 4? Or 9? It's one of them. Let's see. Oh, nope. Jasher chapter 4. If y'all can, go to Book of Jasher chapter 4. This is where we about to find out about it. You can go to Sacred Text and read with us if you don't have the book. And for those of you to say, oh, it's not in the Bible, before we even go there, let me just pull it out. Did I put it back? Where is it so that we can just get this out? Oh, it's right in my face. Kind of like this is in the Bible. Okay. So we know the ancient book of Jasher is referenced in Joshua chapter 10, 2 Samuel 1 and 18, and 2 Timothy 3 and 8. These are three places where you will see this book mentioned. Okay? So before somebody be talking about don't read it, it's mentioned 3 times in your KJV. Okay? Now look, we in the book of Jasher right now. If you go to Sacred Text, you can read it. The book of Jasher, chapter 4, that's mentioned in your Bible. I'm just going to run through here real quick. It says, and all the days that Enoch lived upon the earth were 365 years. And when Enoch had ascended into heaven, all the kings of earth rose and took Methuselah his son and anointed him. And they caused him to reign over them in the place of his father. And Methuselah acted uprightly in the sight of God and his father Enoch, as his father Enoch had taught him. And he likewise, during the whole of his life, taught the sons of men wisdom, knowledge, and the fear of God. And he did not turn from the good way, either to the right or to the left. But in the latter days of Methuselah, the sons of men turned from the Lord. They corrupted the earth. They robbed and plundered each other, and they rebelled against God, and they transgressed, and they corrupted their ways, and would not hearken to the voice of Methuselah, but rebelled against him. And the Lord was exceedingly wroth with them, and the Lord continued to destroy the seed in those days, so that there was neither sowing nor reaping on the earth. So we're going to skip this. Okay, 7 says, and still the sons of men did not turn from their evil ways, and their hands were still extended to do evil in the sight of God. And they provoked the Lord with their evil ways, and the Lord was very wroth and repented that he had made man. Okay, so it says, we're going to skip down here. And he thought, no, 8. And he thought to destroy and annihilate them, and he did so. Damn, annihilate them. Not just destroy them, but he thought to destroy and annihilate them. So 9 says, in those days when Lamech, the son of Methuselah, was 160 years old, Seth, the son of Adam, died. So when Lamech was 160, Seth died. And Lamech was 180 years old when he took Ashumah, the daughter of Elisha, the son of Enoch, his uncle, and she conceived. And at that time, the son. Okay, so I don't want to read all this. Okay. Is it not this one? Okay, wait. It's 18, y'all. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute, no. Okay, 16. It says, and all the sons of men departed from the ways of the Lord, and in those days, as they multiplied upon the face of the earth, with sons and daughters, and they taught one another their evil practices, and they sinned against the Lord. And every man made a god unto himself, and they robbed and plundered every man his neighbor as well as his relative, and they corrupted the earth, and the earth was filled with violence. Here we go, right here, y'all. And their judges and rulers went to the daughters of men and took their wives by force from their husbands according to their choice. And the sons of men in those days took from the cattle of the earth, the beasts of the field, and the fowls of the air, and taught the mixture of animals of one species with the other, in order therewith to provoke the Lord. And God saw that the whole earth, and it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his ways on earth, all men and all animals. This is in ancient Mesopotamia when this happened. So when we go in Persia, in India, in China, in all the ancient places, and we look at their ancient writings and their ancient pictures and their ancient hieroglyphs or whatever their glyphs are called, pictoglyphs or whatever, you see people, humanoids, either animal head and human body, or half human, half animal, or you see this. So they took Jasher out because then you would know it was true. They took Enoch out because you would know it was true. And they took the Jubilees out because you would know which daughters went and got where. And now that we know that Job was a king in Egypt, and his brother was Nereus, a sea god, and his daughters were the Nereids. And we know that Hercules married Abraham's granddaughter, Pharaoh's daughter. They started the Assyrians. Okay. We're just building on our foundation, I guess. I'm about to go. It's a lot. This is a whole lot. And now that we know that Job could possibly be the king that fought against Xerxes in 300, it's really mind blowing. Because we know y'all just seen that Zeus and Jupiter is the same person. But we know those are the Greek names for an Assyrian and Babylonian king. So we just got to figure out which one of the rulers and kings in Genesis is that dude. Where can you learn all of what? Everything we reading, you can go get these two books. It's book 1 and book 2 of this. What is so dangerous about this information that is called forbidden knowledge? It tells you that all of this stuff they've been selling you is what they tell you is the truth is a lie, and what they tell you is myth is real. And you would know that they are not who they say they are, like the Roman Catholic Church and certain organizations. Because think about it, they sell you all of this as mythology, and we're reading it, and it's real. If you got the history of the Jews, and you have the Greek mythology, the Hindu mythology, the Chinese mythology, then because we have this book right here too, and I need the other two or 3 other ones, but this is the Chinese version of their creation of the gods, and who are listed in here? The children of the angels with their Asian names. Most mythology is based on the creation of the gods. We know the creation of the gods happened in the seventh generation from Adam, the son of Goku or son Goku. Okay, well, you see this? His body wouldn't live, his ears grew hot, and his vision blurred. And it talks about, look, King Zhou returned to the fairy longevity palace. King Zhou or Zhao. Now we just looked up the Zhao. Uh-oh, here we go. Y'all see the name. King Zhao went to the fairy longevity palace. King Zhao. Hold on. And y'all remember that we found out, I think that another name for either Moses or Job, one of them, the name Noah. The name for Noah, China found it the Fohi or Yao, supposed to be the Noah of the Bible. So when you see Yao, it's Yao, Yao is Noah's name in Chinese. We went over that before too, but look right there, see it? China founded by Fohi or Yao, supposed to be the Noah of the Bible in 22 something BC. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Now let's find the Zhou dynasty, Zhao dynasty, and when it started. Hold on. So that's Shandong, Wang Ti. I saw the Zhao. Where is it? Hold on. Did I pass it? Yeah. Because I thought it was one of the first ones. 300 AD. Let me go back. Okay, so we got. Where is it? I know I saw the Zhao. What's the name in here? Because we looked at that word. Or we looked at this before. Where the heck is it? King Vane. King Vane. Hold on, family. I thought I saw that in here. We saw that in here somewhere. I wonder if they changed the spelling of it. Because there's something here that looks, it's TCHOU though. Like child. I thought I saw that in here. The phone. I'm going to have to look. Take my time and look through there. Okay, I'm about to go, y'all. I ain't ate all day. I'm about to go eat and get in my bed and think about all that we have thought about today. Is anybody else's mind blown? I just want to know. Or at least is your toes tingling? Because this thing got real good over here today. We was supposed to be doing something else, but do you see what is the first book? That you can go back. We for my new people, I'll be picking up these books all day. We record on YouTube, so if you want to watch this over and you want to see the books, you can just go to my live tab. As soon as I get off here, the videos are available, and so then you can go back and find whichever book, because I don't be knowing. And I'll be hooked up 1,000 books. So, for our newbies, we got over 700 videos on YouTube under the live video at CERCA TROVA, where our classes, we go like this every day pretty much. So if you want to catch up, if you say you want to catch up, you can start all the way back when the room didn't even look like this. All my books were still on the floor, and I didn't have this many because we wasn't family yet. But now we family, and they don't care. They gonna send me every book they get their hands on, because it's for studies and stuff. They want to make sure the library stay full so we can go get the information. That's crazy. Mind blown though, y'all. And see, now y'all see why books like this is important. This one and this one. These two books is very, 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 very important. Hold on, let me show y'all. Huh? Hmm. Now see, this talks about the Hittites and the Egyptians. The first war they talk about was the Hittites and the Egyptians. See? Clash of Empires, the new Egyptian kingdom, and the Hittite Empire have been vying for control of the eastern Mediterranean for the past 2 centuries. You see it? The Hittites lay in ambush. Ramses heads the counterattack. This is the Battle of Kadesh. You see it? So even Smithsonian talks about the Hittites and the Jebusites and all of these people. Really? Well, all of these books be good. This is why. Oh, you said I'm gonna need to drink after this, and I don't drink. I'm about to go eat. I'm gonna fry me some chicken. I want chicken so bad, and I got some. I didn't let it sit. I'm about to fry me some chicken. I love y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Maybe Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday. I don't even know. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I might take 2 days off because this has been a long week. So, I love y'all. I'll let y'all know. But it definitely probably won't be tomorrow. CERCA TROVA 22. It's the same as this. If you type in CERCA 22 on Google, it's going to come right up. Trova 22, CERCA 22, either one of them. It's going to bring you to all of our website, all of that. Yep, and then it's under our videos all of the videos are under the live tab. These classes like this. It's an easy way for you to find out what books I have too, because I showed them like I did today, so you can screenshot and be putting them in your book list. I love y'all. See y'all later.